It's been a hot minute since I... Oh, damn it. It fell off the couch. Before I read anything. And Sadie's running towards the remote that I just launched. Off the couch! It's just been fucking... It's an election year. Oh my god. Oh, it's just election pretty much every day. It's crazy. So, let's read some more Gray here. I had to actually watch an old video to see, like what the voices I even used. It's been really forever. Ew, my hair looks stupid. I look like a little Italian boy. And my tan is faded from Maui. It's so sad. Okay. Chapter 2. Anastasia Rose Steele. Date of birth, September 10th, 1989. Montesano, Washington. W.A. Address, 1114 Southwest Green Street, Apartment 7, Haven Heights, Vancouver, 98888. 98888. Okay, 4 8s. Mobile number, you don't care. Social security number, you don't care. Bank, Wells Fargo, $683. It's just jargon right now. Blah, 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 balance, 683.16 balance. Occupation, fucking that, Jesus. He's going hard into her background here. Occupation, undergraduate student, WSU Vancouver, hard. Sciences, English major. GPA 4.0. Like, of course, Anastasia Steele has to have, like, perfect everything. Prior education, Monte Santo Junior Senior High School, SAT score 2150. I don't even know what that is, like, on the new scale. What is it, out of 2,400? When I took the SATs, they were out of 1,600. Employment, Clayton's Hardware Store, Northwest Vancouver, Drive, Portland, OR, part-time. Fucking, I don't want to read this. I don't want to read all this, like, blather. Father, Franklin, he's dead. He died September 11th, 1989. Okay. Mother, Carla Mae Wilkes Adams. So dad was Franklin, mother's Carla Mae. Date of birth, blah, blah, blah. Married, blah, 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 blah. Okay. She married Raymond Steele. June 6, 1990. Divorced July 12th. Married Stephen M. Morton. Divorced January. Okay, so bitch has been married a bunch. Alright. Political affiliations. Really? None found. Stop. Religious affiliations, none found. Sexual orientation, not known. Like, what? Relationships, none indicated at present. That's some extensive digging. My goodness. Okay, I pore over the executive summary for the 100th time since I received it 2 days ago. Looking for some insight into the enigmatic Miss Anastasia Rose Steele. Enigmatic? In what capacity is she enigmatic? Because she intrigues you. That's really why you're calling her enigmatic. Okay. I cannot get the damned woman out of my mind, and it's seriously beginning to piss me off, you fucking petulant child. This past week, during particularly dull meetings, I found myself replaying the interview in my head. Her fumbling fingers on the recorder, the way she tucked her hair behind her ear, the lip biting. Yes, the lip the lip biting gets me every time. That's just loverly. And now here I am, parked outside Clayton's. Oh, fuck you. A mom-and-pop hardware store on the outskirts of Portland, where she works. How far is Vancouver, Washington from Portland? I know, I only say this because the Portland station that I used to service at my old job would always go to Vancouver, Washington, like always. So I don't know. I guess they're in the same market. Obviously, that's stupid. Okay. You're a fool, Gray. Why are you here? I knew it would lead to this. All week I knew I'd have to see her again. I'd known it since she uttered my name in the elevator. I tried to resist. You didn't fucking try very hard, did you? I'd waited 5 days, 5 tedious days, to see if I'd forget about her. What? You try to forget about her? Oh. Sadie, what are you doing? I don't know what she's playing with. You tried to forget about her after ordering a fucking PI to investigate the shit out of her. Yeah, okay. And if I don't, and I don't do waiting. I hate waiting for anything. That ellipsis for anything really drives the point home. I've never pursued a woman before. The women I've had understood what I expected of them. Well, my mouth just. Blah. My fear now is that Miss Steele is just too young and that she won't be interested in what I have to offer. Will she? Will she even make a good submissive? I shake my head. So here I am, an ass, sitting in a suburban parking lot in a dreary part of Portland. Isn't all of Portland dreary? Like, I say that because it's rainy there. It's the Pacific Northwest. That's the only reason I say that. Her background check has produced nothing remarkable except the last fact, which has been at the forefront of my mind. It's the reason I'm here. Why no boyfriend, Miss Steele? 'Cause she's 21, what the fuck? Sexual orientation unknown. Perhaps she's gay. 'Cause she doesn't have a boyfriend, she's immediately gay, and because you don't know what her sexual orientation is? That's stupid. I snort, thinking that unlikely. Why even bring it up? I recall the questions she asked during the interview, her acute embarrassment, the way her skin flushed a pale rose. I've been suffering from these lascivious thoughts since I met her. You don't have to keep telling us that you're suffering from these lascivious thoughts. Like, Jesus Christ, we know you're intrigued by her. You got a PI on her. You're now at her place of business to show up unsolicited. I mean, obviously you have some sort of thingamabob with this lady. Gah! That's why you're here. Oh, Christian's inner voice just being Peter Griffin. It just makes so much sense because it's that doofus-y. It's just that stupid. I'm itching to see her again. Did you know that, guys? Did you fucking know? Those blue eyes have haunted me, even in my dreams. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. You're trying to portray, a gritty, obsessive character because, but number one, Anastasia is so fucking boring that, why should he have any sort of, attraction to her other than she's physically attractive, apparently? Okay, that's fine. That's a good reason for people to get together initially, but, you have one little meeting with her, and all of a sudden it turns into this? That's fucking creepy, and that's ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. Any guy that I meet that goes to the lengths that Christian Grey wants to go to, he shows up at my place of business, I would be like, yo, that's how I talk. Yo, get out of here. What are you doing? That's what I would say. I haven't mentioned her to Flynn, and I'm glad, because now I'm behaving like a stalker. Fucking self-awareness. Good for you. Perhaps I should let him know. No, I don't want him hounding me about his latest solution-based therapy shit. What? Do we know who Flynn is? Did we talk about Flynn before? I don't know. I just need a distraction, and right now the only distraction I want is the one working as a sales clerk in a hardware store. Alright, you refer to her as a distraction. That's nice. You've come all this way. Let's see if your little Miss Steele is as appealing as you remember. Showtime, Grey. Come on. A bell chimes, a flat electronic note as I walk into the store. It's much bigger than it looks from the outside, and although it's almost lunchtime, the place is quiet for a Saturday. There are aisles and aisles of the usual junk you'd expect. Thank you for putting all the imagination onto your readers right there. I'd forgotten the possibilities that a hardware store could present to someone like me. Okay? You're trying to make him very deep, right? Really trying to make him deep, but he's just like, oh, the hardware store, though? Oh, my goodness. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mainly shop online for my needs, but while I'm here, maybe I'll stock up on a few items. Velcro, split rings, yeah. I'll find the delectable Miss Steele and have some fun with Velcro and split rings. Gets me hot. It takes me all of 3 seconds to spot her. She's hunched over the counter, staring intently at a computer screen and picking at her lunch. A bagel. Absent-mindedly, she wipes a crumb from the corner of her lips and into her mouth and sucks on her finger. My cock twitches in response. Ooh, it twitches. Does it twitch, y'all? I don't know. Oh, I'm sure it, like, tingles. Tingles! Oh my god, sorry. It's not dripping out my nose. Oh, she went like this. And some creep in the fucking corner is leering at that. God! What am I, 14? Yeah, you're a little child. My body's reaction is irritating. Damn you, boners! Like that. Maybe this will stop if I fetter fucking flog her. What does fucking fetter mean? Oh, like, chain up. And not necessarily in that order. Yeah, that's what I need. Every time I'm gonna giggle my face off. She is thoroughly absorbed by her task, and it gives me an opportunity to study her. Fucking creepy. God. God damn it. This is not healthy. Salacious thoughts aside, she's attractive. Seriously attractive. Like, E.L. James, put down the fucking thesaurus and write a goddamn good story. Because you're not doing it. You're not doing either of those things. You're not putting down the thesaurus, and you're not writing, a good story! I've remembered her well. She looks up and freezes. It's as unnerving as the first time I met her. She pins me with a discerning stare. Shocked, I think. Sorry. And I don't know if this is a good response or a bad response. Miss Steele! What a pleasant surprise! Mr. Gray, she says, breathy and flustered. Ah, a good response. I was in the area. I need to stock up on a few things. It's a pleasure to see you again. A real pleasure. Get it? She's dressed in a tight t-shirt and jeans, not the shapeless shit she was wearing earlier this week. She's all long legs. What? Narrow waist and perfect tits. I totally have a visual representation of what Anastasia Steele looks like. Her lips are still parted in surprise, and I have to resist, oh Jesus, fuck, the urge to tip her chin up and close her mouth. Get off me, shucks. I've flown from Seattle just to see you, and the way you look right now, it was really worth the journey. That was just a sentence. He didn't say that out loud or anything. Like, you know what I don't like about this? It waffles between narration and, like, dialogue, kind of. It's like he says these things in his head as the narrator, but he's actually, like, thinking it. And it just, like, all the little things that he thinks, like, all the little italicized words are just stupid, like, little thoughts that he has. It's just such a poor writing style. It feels way too all over the place. Again, I think it's a result of it being rushed just so E.L. James could fucking cash in again. And I mean, you know what? If that's your fucking game, if you want to make money, like, you know, if you want to make money as a writer and you do this shit, like, fucking whatever. That's what you're gonna do. That's fine. I'm sorry, I'm like whipping my face around. There's really no reason to just, like, you know, you can, like, criticize it and stuff, but, like, whatever. In the end, it fucking happened. You know what I mean? I still think it's shitty, and I still wouldn't do it myself, so whatever. Anna, my name's Anna. What can I help you with, Mr. Gray? She takes a deep breath, squares her shoulders like she did in the interview. Like, fucking stop with harping on the interview, I don't care. And gives me a fake smile that I'm sure she reserves for customers. Game on, Miss Steele. There are a few items I need. To start with, I'd like some cable ties. My request catches her off guard. She looks stunned. Oh, thank you. Oh, this is going to be fun. You'd be amazed what I can do with a few cable ties, baby. I don't want to hear this guy's inner monologue when he's plowing her. I just Oh God, I don't. I don't want it. Oh. My nose is dribbling. We stock various lengths. Shall I show you? She says, finding her voice. Please lead the way. She steps out from. Oh wow. She steps out from behind the wrong voice. Behind the counter and gestures towards one of the aisles. She's wearing Chucks. Idly, I wonder what she'd look like in skyscraper heels. I feel like men tend to not use skyscraper heels as a phrase, like just idly thinking of high heels. I mean, I don't know. Louboutins. Nothing but Louboutins. Sure. They're with the electrical goods, aisle 8. You are leading him to the place. You don't need to tell him, like, shit. Like, where it is in the store. Just lead him there, you dumb bitch. Oh, her voice wavers and she blushes. She is affected by me. Hope blooms in my chest. Like, I really want to read a couple more pages of this guy stroking his own fucking ego while not understanding himself. She's not gay then, I smirk. After you. Oh, after you! I hold my hand out for her to lead the way, letting her walk ahead gives me the space and time to admire her fantastic ass! Her long, thick ponytail keeps time, like a metronome to the gentle sway of her hips. And you know what? I'm not even kidding. As soon as I saw the word ponytail, I knew the word metronome was going to be there. And I wasn't looking ahead. I'm like, the way I'm doing it is like, I'm reading it one sentence at a time, like scrolling down. I knew they were going to talk about metronome. It just felt like something that Christian would say. Like super duper, like stereotypical, like metronome, ponytail, swishing back and forth in time with her hips. Of fucking course that's gonna happen, because all of a sudden this girl is like master seductress to him. So of course. So fucking of course. Ugh. She really is the whole package. Sweet, polite, and beautiful, with all the physical attributes I value in a submissive. Well, good for fucking you, Christian. I'm glad that all your needs are taken care of. But the million-dollar question is, could she be a submissive? She probably knows nothing of the lifestyle, my lifestyle, but I very much want to introduce her to it. Really? You do? I had no idea. You are getting way ahead of yourself on this deal, Gray. Your inner Peter knows you're a dipshit. Are you in Portland on business? She asked, interrupting my thoughts. Her voice is high. She's feigning disinterest. It makes me want to laugh. Women rarely make me laugh. Oh, aren't you a tough nut to crack? You know what? Honestly, here's another thing that pisses me off about these kinds of books. Every little piece of fucking dialogue is analyzed wholeheartedly, extensively. She says, are you in Portland on business? We can't just hear them talk and hear them get to know each other so we can be invested in this relationship. No, it has to be like, I said something. She said something. Oh, the way she says it, she likes me. I'm glad. It's wonderful. Like, every fucking time. Ugh. It's like we get it. We get it. We get the fact that he wants to fuck her. Like, we understand. There's nothing weird about that. You know, he finds her attractive, she finds him attractive. So, you know, if they want to bang, they're gonna bang. Okay. So let's have a reason to want them to bang, right? I mean, for Christ's sake, it's like over and over again, it's like all these big breaks in the dialogue, and it's just really irritating, and it goes really slow, and I want to kick this book in the face. Oh, and like every time he just keeps offering more and more little pieces of information about himself. And it's like, you're just doing it too frequently. You're just overloading the readers with like, okay, women really make me laugh. Like, okay, that fucking came out of nowhere. I mean, she didn't even say anything. Like, oh, God. It's painful. Oh. I was visiting the WSU Farming Division. It's based in Vancouver. I lie. Actually, I'm here to see you, Miss Steele. We know. Her face falls, and I feel like a shit. Oh, okay, you feel like taking a shit. Okay. I'm currently funding some research there in crop rotation and soil science. That, at least, is true. All part of your feed the world plan? She arches a brow, amused. Something like that, I mutter. Is she laughing at me? Oh, I'd love to put a stop to that if she is, but how to start? Maybe with dinner rather than the usual interview. Now, that would be a novel. Taking a prospect out to dinner. Oh, that would be a novel. That sounds so intriguing. I really would like to read that. We arrive at the cable ties. Oh yeah, they're fucking walking the cable ties. How big could that store possibly fucking be? Which are arranged in an assortment of lengths and colors. Beautiful. Absent-mindedly, you used that word already in this chapter, my fingers trace over the packets. I could just ask her out for dinner. Like on a date? What are you talking? Who are you talking about? Like Peter, your inner Peter, and then you respond to him in the same paragraph that you're telling the readers things. What the fuck are you doing? Like on a date? Would she accept? When I glance at her, she's examining her knotted fingers. She can't look at me. This is promising. I select the longer ties. They are more flexible after all, as they can accommodate 2 ankles and 2 wrists at once. These will do! Is there anything else? She says quickly. Either she's being super attentive or she wants to get me out of the store. I don't know which. You fucking know which one is which. You know. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Excuse me. I'd like some masking tape. Are you redecorating? No, not redecorating. Oh, if you only knew. What? We know what Christian is into. We know he's a kinky son of a bitch. Okay, you just, let's take the nail. It's already in the fucking stud in the wall. Let's just, again, one more time. This way, she says, masking tape is in the decorating aisle. That's how people talk, by the way. This makes me mad. It just makes me mad. Like I know I just said, okay, that's your game. It just makes me mad that literary shit like this is popular. And that the concepts put forth in this pile of shit are something that is supposedly attainable or desirable by anybody. That doesn't make a bit of sense to me. I would be freaked the fuck out if some guy that I met once showed up at my work. I don't care how bad I want to fuck him. That's fucking weird. That's weird. People that you're attracted to, then they do something weird that totally conflicts with your moral compass, and you're like, okay, there's plenty of other fish in the sea, for fuck's sake. Come on, Gray, you don't have much time. Engage her in some conversation. Yes, please. Have you worked here long? Of course, I already know the answer. Unlike some people, I do my research. For some reason, she's embarrassed. Christ, this girl is shy. I don't have a hope in hell. She turns quickly and walks down the aisle towards the section labeled decorating. I follow her eagerly, like a puppy. 4 years, she mumbles as we reach the masking tape. Oh, yes, the masking tape. It's there. She bends down and grasps 2 rolls, each a different width. Width, so we can see how she grasps things that are wide and girthy. I'll take that one! The wider tape is much more effective as a gag. As she passes it to me, the tips of our fingers touch briefly. Every time! It resonates in my groin. Damn! Okay, this resonates in your groin. You have some, touch issues, super feeling, I don't know. There's like an acronym that goes along with that. She pales. Anything else? Her voice is soft and husky. Christ, I'm having the same effect on her that she has on me. Maybe. Oh. Some rope, I think. This way. She scoots up the aisle, giving me another chance to appreciate her fine ass. What sort were you after? We have synthetic and natural filament rope, twine, cable cord. Shit, stop! I groan inwardly, trying to chase away the image of her suspended from the ceiling in my playroom. The ceiling! Okay. She's just in a fuck hammock. If they have those, I have no idea. I'll take 5 yards of the natural filament rope, please. It's coarser and chafes more if you struggle against it. My rope of choice. It's like E.L. James is trying to, like, foreshadow the fact that, like, they're gonna do this, but it just feels like I would have rather seen Christian, like break the fourth wall, be like, hello, everybody, here's my playroom. These are things that I use in the playroom. Would you like me to explain why I like filament rope versus not? Like, oh, God. It's just not exciting. It's fucking flat. Because you know that these characters are gonna get together. You know it. We know it from previous books, but even if we didn't know that, fucking, for fuck's sake. I know, I swear a lot. I need to cut that shit out. I kind of didn't mean to do that, but I kind of did, and a tremor runs through her fingers. What? But she measures... Sorry, that was gross. She measures out 5 yards like a pro. Like, oh, what are you, a fucking... You just know what it's... Oh, maybe you do know what it's like to measure rope, because you fucking use it all the time. Ugh! I hate it! Pulling a utility knife from her right pocket, she cuts the rope in one swift gesture, coils it neatly, and ties it off with a slip knot. Impressive. Were you a Girl Scout? Organized group activities aren't really my thing, Mr. Gray. What is your thing, Anastasia? Her pupils dilate as I stare. Yes! You know why? Because if you look at somebody that you find attractive, your pupils get bigger. It's a fucking scientific fact, but, you know, I never really noticed that. I used to, like, be really keen and look at that. Like, any guys that I like, I'd be like, well, he looked at me and his pupils got bigger. In, like, grade school, I would do that, not fucking now. Books, she answers. What kind of books? Oh, you know, the usual, the classics. British literature, mainly. British literature? The Brontes and Austen, I bet. All those romantic hearts and flowers types. That's not good. Anything else you need? I don't know. What else would you recommend? I want to see her reaction. For a do-it-yourselfer? She asks, surprised. I want to hoot with laughter. Oh, baby, DIY is not my thing. So you don't jerk off? I nod, stifling my mirth. Ah! Fuck that sentence! Her eyes flick down my body and I tense. She's checking me out! Ray! Oh, stifling my mirth, I hate it. Coveralls, she blurts out. It's the most... What? It's the most unexpected thing I've heard her say since the "are you gay" question. You wouldn't want to ruin your clothing, she gestures to my jeans. I can't resist. I could always take them off, fucking pervert! She flushes beet red and stares down. I put her out of my misery. I'll take some coveralls. Heaven forbid I should ruin any clothing. Oh my God! Without a word, she turns and walks briskly up the aisle, and I follow her enticing wake. This is the third time that he's commented on her walking in front of him. The third fucking time. I think after the first one we could be like, oh, he thinks her ass is nice. That is good, because I don't have a nice butt at all. Do you need anything else? She says, sounding breathless as she hands me a pair of blue coveralls. She's mortified, eyes still cast down. Christ, she does things to me. She does things to me. I can tell your desire is a big one. How's the article coming along? I ask, in the hope she might relax a little. She looks up and gives me a brief, relieved smile. Finally! I'm not writing it. Catherine is. Miss Kavanaugh. My roommate. She's the writer. She's very happy with it. She's the editor of the newspaper, and she was devastated she couldn't do the interview in person. Yeah, that was a lot of information in only a few sentences. It's the longest sentence she's uttered since we first met, and she's talking about someone else, not herself. Interesting. Why is that fucking interesting? Before I can comment, she adds, her only concern is that she doesn't have any original photographs of you. The tenacious Miss Kavanaugh wants photographs. Publicity stills, eh? I can do that. It will allow me to spend time with the delectable Miss Steele. What sort of photographs does she want? Snapchats of your dick. She gazes at me for a moment, then shakes her head, perplexed, not knowing what to say. Yep, that's exactly what perplexed means. Well, I'm around. Tomorrow, perhaps. I can stay in Portland. See, it did it again. He has some dialogue, and now he's, like, narrating what he could say to her in a very realistic way. I can stay in Portland, work from a hotel, a room at the Heathman, perhaps. I'll need Taylor to come down, bring my laptop and some clothes. Or Elliot, unless he's screwing around, which is his usual MO over the weekend. Well, you didn't need to tell us that. Like, we could have had a scene of him calling Elliot, and then he being like, oh no, man, I got a party this weekend. Like, You'd be willing to do a photo shoot? She cannot contain her surprise. I give her a brief nod. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Oh, God, this is fucking painful. Steady, Gray. Kate will be delighted if we can find a photographer. She smiles and her face lights up like a cloudless dawn. Wow. Oh, she's breathtaking. Let me know about tomorrow. I pull my wallet from my jeans. My card! It has my cell number on it. You'll need to call before 10 in the morning. And if she doesn't, I'll head back to Seattle and forget about this stupid venture. Alright? Wow, holy crap. You're putting a lot of weight on this fucking photo session. Holy shit, okay. The thought depresses me. Okay, she continues to grin. Anna! We both turn as a young man dressed in casual designer gear appears at the far end of the aisle. His eyes are all over Miss Anastasia Steele. Wow, all over. He's probably looking at her. Who the hell is this prick? Excuse me for a moment, Mr. Gray. She walks towards him, and the asshole engulfs her in a gorilla-like hug. Okay, fucking, this is some Greg shit right here. He just looks at somebody, they don't appeal to him. He suddenly is a prick and an asshole. Sure, okay. My blood runs cold. It's a primal response. Get your fucking paws off her. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I fist my hands and am only slightly mollified when she doesn't return his hug. They fall into a whispered conversation. Maybe Welsh's facts were wrong. Maybe this guy is her boyfriend. He looks the right age, and he can't take his greedy little eyes off her. Dude, fucking pump the brakes. Holy shit. He holds her for a moment at arm's length, examining her. What the fuck? I don't get it. Then stands with his arm resting on her shoulder. It seems a casual gesture, but I know he's staking a claim and telling me to back off. It's not all about you, you little cock. She seems embarrassed, shifting from foot to foot. Shit! I should go. I've overplayed my hand. She's with this guy. Then she says something else to him and moves out of his reach, touching his arm, not his hand, shrugging him off. It's clear they aren't close. Wow. Oh, wow. Fucking, he's a body language expert. I mean, I would assume taking a hand off of somebody's shoulder, yeah, it means you're not really into them, I guess, but wow, did he put a lot of, like, anger and resentment towards this guy who fucking said one word. Great. Paul, this is Christian Grey. Mr. Grey, this is Paul Clayton. His brother owns the place. She gives me an odd look that I don't understand and continues. Who the fucking talks like this? I've known Paul ever since I worked here, though we don't see each other that often. He's back from Princeton, where he's studying business administration. What the hell? What the hell? He couldn't extend his fucking hand and say that, like, oh man, I just came back. I'm studying at Princeton. Just, you know, nice to be back in fucking Portland again. Like, no, we had to have Anastasia, the expositor. She's babbling, giving me a long explanation and telling me they're not together, I think. Oh! Wow! I hate every part of this. Oh my god. Oh. I hate this. This is so bad. Oh god. Oh, floof. I caught it. The boss's brother, not a boyfriend. Ew. I'm relieved, but the extent of the relief I feel is unexpected, and it makes me frown. What the hell? This woman has really gotten under my skin. Mr. Clayton, my tone is deliberately clipped. Mr. Grey, his handshake is limp like his hair. Asshole! Wait up. Not the Christian Grey of Grey Enterprises Holdings? Yeah, that's me, you prick. Ugh! In a heartbeat, I watch him morph from territorial to obsequious. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow! Is there anything I can get you? Anastasia has it covered, Mr. Clayton. She's been very attentive. Now fuck off. Cool, he gushes, all white teeth and different... What? All white teeth and deferential. Catch you later, Anna. God, that guy was a skater fuck. Sure, Paul, she says, and ambles off to the back of the store. I watch him disappear. I wonder how often Paul will be back. Anything else, Mr. Grey? Just these items, I mutter. Shit! I'm out of time, and I still don't know if I'm going to see her again. Ah! I have to know whether there's a hope in hell she might consider what I have in mind. How can I ask her? Am I ready to take on a submissive who knows nothing? Are you? Do we care that you are or not? Because I'm not invested in this guy. I just want to kick him in the dick as hard as I can. She's going to need substantial training. Oh, I'm sure you're going to fucking hate that. Ugh. Closing my eyes, I imagine the interesting possibilities this presents. Getting there is going to be half the fun. Will she even be up for this, or do I have it all wrong? Okay, so she just talked to him, and all of a sudden, like, imagine, like, somebody at the, you're waiting on someone, you're about to ring up their items, and it's like, no, that's it, and then he goes, I'd be like, sir? Excuse me, sir? She walks back to the cashier's counter and rings up my purchases, all the while keeping her eyes on the register. Look at me, damn it! I want to see her face again and gauge what she's thinking, because I'm a fucking creepy Greg man. Finally, she raises her head. That'll be $43, please. Is that all? Would you like a bag? She asks as I pass her my Amex. Please, Anastasia. Her name, a beautiful name for a beautiful girl, flows smoothly over my tongue. She packs the items briskly. This is it. I have to go. You'll call me if you want me to do the photo shoot? She nods as she hands back my charge card. Charge card? Good. Until tomorrow, perhaps. I can't just leave. I have to let her know I'm interested. Oh, and Anastasia, I'm glad Miss Cavanaugh couldn't do the interview. Wow, you fucking douche. She looks surprised and flattered. This is good. I sling the bag over my shoulder and exit the store. Yes, against my better judgment, I want her. Now I have to wait. Fucking wait. Again. Utilizing willpower that will make Elena proud, I keep my eyes ahead as I take my cell out of my pocket and climb into the rental car. This is like Christian's version of the dentist system from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He has like certain like little gameplay-y things. It's fucking irritating. All this game playing shit. My game my way. I'm deliberately not looking back at her. I'm not. My eyes flick to the rearview mirror where I can see the shop door, but all I see is the quaint storefront. She's not in the window, staring out at me. Oh, let me just pet your little ego. Poor baby. It's disappointing. I press 1 on the speed dial and Taylor answers before the phone has a chance to ring. What's a Taylor voice? Mr. Gray, he says. Make reservations at the Heathman. I'm staying in Portland this weekend, and can you bring down the SUV, my computer, and the paperwork beneath it? And a change of 2 clothes? Oh, a change or 2 of clothes? Wow. Nobody talks like this! I hate it. Yes, sir. And the Charlie Tango? Have Joe move her to PDX. Will do, sir. I'll be with you in about 3.5 hours. That's Taylor's voice. I gotta do voices for everybody. I have to. It's happening now. I hang up and start the car, so I have a few hours in Portland while I wait to see if this girl is interested in me. Oh my god. What to do? Time for a hike, I think. Maybe I can walk this strange hunger out of my system. Hang on. Okay, good. Not that much longer. I'm sorry, this is just really fucking painful and annoying and slow and boring, and I fucking hate it! It's been 5 hours with no phone call from the delectable Miss Steele. You called her that already, and you're doing it again. What's the matter with you? What the hell was I thinking? I watched the street from the window of my suite at the Heathman. I loathe waiting. I always have. I'm pretty sure you've said that before. Maybe not in this chapter, maybe in this chapter. I can't even fucking remember, and I just read it. I feel like you've said that before in the previous chapter, that you hate waiting. We get that you're an overbearing, uncontrollable, or controlling fucking asshole, Christian. Like, we don't need to keep seeing it over and over again. The weather, now cloudy, held for my hike, though, through Forest Park, but the walk has done nothing to cure my agitation. I'm annoyed at her for not phoning, but mostly I'm angry with myself. I'm a fool for being here. What a waste of time it's been chasing this woman. When have I ever chased a woman? From what you told us earlier in the chapter, never. Oh, let's try new things and venture out. Oh my god. Gray, get a grip. Because you're the man, and all the bitches want to fuck you, man. Like, ugh. Sighing, I check my phone once again in the hope I've just missed her call. But there's nothing. At least Taylor has arrived, and I have all my shit. Like, you know, this guy talks in such flowery, friggin' stupid language that he just is shitting out a thesaurus, and then he'll say things like, well, I have all my shit. Like, what? I have a Bonnie's report on his department's graphene tests to read, and I can work in peace. Peace? I haven't known peace since Miss Steele fell into my office. When I glance up, dusk has shrouded my suite in gray shadows. Symbolism. The prospect of a night alone again is depressing. While I contemplate what to do, my phone vibrates against the polished wood of the desk, and an unknown but vaguely familiar number with a Washington area code flashes on the screen. Ooh, that was a big sentence. Also, no shit she's gonna fucking call. Suddenly my heart is pumping as if I've run 10 miles. Is it her? I answer. Mr. Gray, it's Anastasia Steele. My face erupts in a shit-eating grin. Oh, god damn! Fuck you and your fucking shit-eating grin. Well, well, a breathy, nervous, soft-spoken Miss Steele. My evening is looking up, as is my Pinasia. Miss Steele, how nice to hear from you. I hear her breath hitch and the sound travels directly to my groin. Fuck your groin, I want to set it on fire! Great, I'm affecting her, like she's affecting me. Oh, God! Damn it! Oh, I drilled. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! This is so bad! My brain's breaking a little bit. We'd like to go ahead with the photo shoot for the article. Tomorrow, if that's okay. Where would be convenient for you, sir? In my room. Just you, me, and the cable ties. I'm staying at the Heathman in Portland. Shall we say 9:30 tomorrow morning? Okay, we'll see you there, she gushes, unable to hide the relief and delight in her voice. Now you're like a vocal tone expert now, too. I look forward to it, Miss Steele. I hang up before she senses my excitement and how pleased I am. Leaning back in my chair, I gaze at the darkening skyline and run both my hands through my hair. How the hell am I going to close this deal? And that's the end of the chapter. So much suspense. E.L. James has put forward all these suspenseful moments in her novels so far. I so don't know if these characters are going to get together yet. That's what I feel like in my head. God, it's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. It's like, I don't know if, fucking, come on. I don't know if, like, this is worse than 50 Shades of Grey, or I can't even say the word better. I don't know. It's all terrible. It's just terrible. And I think, you know, I find it bad because obviously I didn't like 50 Shades of Grey, but at the same time, you know, she knows her, like, you can tell, she fucking knows her audience, and she's hitting that over and over again. And I guess that is the whole point of it. Like, you know your audience, so you don't break what's not broken in essence, right? Like, you know, she knew that her readers that loves 50 Shades of Grey are just gonna eat this up. They're gonna love the fact that this guy is stalking her and, like, you know, notices all these little things about her, and, like, the mere mention of his name sends pleasure tendrils down to his groin. I don't know. Okay. So if you liked it, maybe I'll continue. And I hope I don't go like a month without doing something. It's just, man, it's election season. It's getting crazy at work. And I'm progressing forward to do other things. So we're seeing how that plays out. So anyway, I'm going to go. Take care, bitches.